Sweden is one of the largest pioneering countries in the planet, yet has a industry civilization how discourages boasting on its successful. So is the humbleness a assist or a obstacle while it comes to begin UPS? Of domestic names such as Spotify and Skype, to game leaders Xar and Mohang and cashless fee companies iZettle and Klarna, Sweden is a hot spot for production-changing new technologies. In spite fair 10 millionth population holding a earth massive substantially certain by wood desert, the Scandinavian nationality has in latter year created more than trillion-buck companies per capita rather than everywhere else external Silica Vale. Recent monthly, Sweden was top in Europe in Bloomberg's World Innovate rank. The more than known story for Sweden's begin-up successful history characteristically touches on few factors. It has a powerful digital infrastructure facilities, a very educated man, technology-savvy labor and an ideally people amount for test new innovative. And for such whose ideas don't get flying, down there is a powerful public well-being net to set them behind on their feet. Regional and world observers are interrogative their ongoing part in shaping Sweden's prosperous economics, consisting its destructive technology stage. Hard to hold Boast to a minimal, and conclusion a unanimity so how all is on the identical web page stay two of the largest spreading practices in the Swedish job, says Lola Akenmaid Akerstrom, a ex-developer and now a culture columnist, who allocated the in her latter volume Lagom, the Swedish open secret of residing so. Time the tongue in some innovate hubs might attention on person rockstar leadership murder he, in Swedish business community he's on all receive along, manufacturing certainly their sounding are heard alike, so how they can all achieve an optimum decision along, she says. The describes a centuries-old heritage how discourages eccentric displays of riches or successful and deconstructs hierarchies. In some speech, no should believe themselves superior rather than nobody else. In the job, Jantelagen creates a more than joint, as opposed to a more than competition, environmental since he's hard to shoot all the distress points of contest or sense love thoury superior rather than every some, explains Mrs. Akerstrom. On 400 miles polar of the Swedish equity, the conception is creature debated above powerful hobby of coffee on the minimalist wood benches and gentle bob mind within Building B, a company working area and affiliation clubhouse for outside loving technology workers in the hilly city of R. In spite of people of fair 5,000, R has the highest ratio of youthful entrepreneurs in the nation, on to the Confederation of Swedish Company, Svenskt Näringsliv, in lot human beings painted by opportunities to expend period on the slopes or out camp, time as well house a industry. The hub was company founded by Spotify's ex-World Increase officer, Ulrika Wiklund, who argues how the largest favorable dimension of Jantelagen in the begin-up stage is how it encourages human beings to assist every some out more than. We normally don't include the big lug how sits in a angle office space and get all the decisions, she explains. At Spotify it wouldn't include been probable to prosper out of the work civilization wherever all the competences in the business are utilized since all is permitted to be pioneering and say which they trust is the law item to make. Johan Formgren, a technology businessman previous relying in Berlin, adds how Sweden's propensity for plain structures and humility as well helps to build powerful networks. In Stockholm I was portion of a web named DINE46 how gave us a lot of accessing to the largest, big Swedish technology companies. The founding member of Skype was down there perhaps one day a monthly, and was available and requested to say to all us youthful technology begin up human beings. Now how's his 5 industry, a digital humane asset instrument, of our snow mountains, Mr. Formgren has already grown shut to part $1 million in invest for his newest enterprise. Yet he's cost noted how these are detailed information he just discloses following 30 protocol of talk. And it is the dimension of Jantelagen, avoiding boasting, how lot claim is harmful to Sweden's technology stage. It has done it more than hard to include part model, argues Ulrika Wiklund. Same human beings how prosper, they don't venture to driving a opulence vehicle, they don't venture to shop while they include made thing nice. Perhaps how has done it more than hard to instill entrepreneurs. time the statistic are spectacular taking into account Sweden's amount. Does Jantelagen conduct behind companies of aim high? Study suggests you get equity depending how sure and swanky you are on yours concept, says Sophia Wingren, head execution of Hyper Isle, a industry high school in Stockholm in a attention on equipment students for careers in the digital segment. She argues how Swedes include characteristically been too receptive to work in the peaceful to ultimate means, up searching financing or launch them onto the marketplace. Time Hyper Isle's present harvest of millennium students is less than shy and more than globally minded rather than early generations. A mandrel portion of the high school's training is focused on hard to address the question. We include a lot of amateur performance or phase presentations wherever we trainer and manual students on how to this themselves and how to be sure, Ms. Wingren says. Foreign factors will obviously as well act a part in Sweden supporting its repute as a guideline innovate nave. And severe habitation meltdown, taxes on stockpile options and stringent migrating regulation are refueling domestic debates on the nation's capacity to draw the world skills necessary to assist companies in the little Scandinavian nationality to understand their ideas. Meantime, observers spot to the problem of supporting the expressiveness on confidence and unanimity how characterizes Swedish industry practices, in the person of increasing world contest of some innovate hubs and fast digitization. Same planet is driving so quick how we may not include period to get all's view, argues Lola Akenmaid Akerstrom. Sweden has to discover the sugary place. He's on take the top components of how unanimity thought and a civilization immersed in organization, and creature outdoor to creation and versatility and various points of view and ways of work.